joining me tonight. Appreciate you being here. Grit and Grace, Shannon James, good to see you. Donald H. Huth in the house. What's up, Donald? Hope everybody's having a fabulous Saturday evening. Scrolling through the news here and stumbled across a couple articles I thought you guys might be interested in. The snoring Labrador is on duty behind me here somewhere, cutting wood as usual. And just a quick reminder before we get going, 1 hour from now, you can catch the recorded video of me and the Rural Report after this stream is over with. It's a fantastic interview I did over there with your Rural 2IC. Great channel, fantastic stuff over there, man. Really appreciate what the Rural Report is doing. Vision Preparedness, good to see you. Disaster Prep Zone, welcome. Ohio Valley Prepping, happy Mac. Who's hogging the sun? The clouds, man. Clouds are. KP Heathen, good to see you. Thank you guys for stopping by this evening. TDDR, hello, hello. Hope all is well. First story of tonight, evacuations continue Saturday from rapidly spreading North Carolina mountain wildfires. Mandatory evacuations continued in North Carolina mountains on Saturday from rapidly spreading wildfires that firefighters from across the United States have battled for days, emergency officials said. 3 fires that merged from the Black Cove Complex fire have burned nearly 7,000 acres in Polk and Henderson counties, North Carolina forest rangers said Friday night. Yikes. The fires engulfed 22 structures, forced evacuations on 18 roads, and required an injured firefighter to be airlifted to a hospital. Godspeed, firefighter. AmeriCorps NCCC, which sent a team of firefighters called the Black Cove Complex Fire on Friday night, the highest priority fire in the USA. About 450 firefighters from across the state and nation were on the scene Friday night, according to the NC Forest Service. One of the fires, the Black Cove Fire, has burned 3,410 acres and was 23% contained Friday night, the Forest Service said. The fire was about 2 miles northeast of Saluda in the Green River Gorge. Fire behavior has continued to be intense, with rapid fire spread in areas of extreme burn conditions due to shifting winds and dry weather during the day, according to a news release from the Forest Service. A downed power line that caused the fire, which was first reported on Wednesday, officials said. The second fire, known as the Deep Woods Fire, spread to 3,797 acres, was 32% contained Friday night. The fire was about 5 miles northwest of Columbus on state-owned and private land in the Green River Gorge and the neighboring Hulbert Cove communities, according to the NC Forest Service. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. The fire was also first reported on Wednesday. Very interesting, guys. And I will copy and paste that to you guys in the chat. Oh, I actually have to hit the button to type in the chat before I can paste it in the chat. Hey, that one fits. It's a long one, but it should be a clickable link for you guys. If you're in the path of these things, man, get the hell out of there. Get out of there. What are you waiting for? Get out of there. Get your stuff. Get out. It's scary. Scary. Fire's nothing to mess around with. The fire near Bryson City is only 10% contained. A 1,300-acre fire in the Alarka community near Bryson City was only 10% contained. Swain County emergency management officials said on social media at 8:30 p.m. Friday. So these don't look like they have been updated since yesterday, but I'm sure it's probably only gotten worse today. I don't know what kind of weather they're experiencing down there in the Carolinas, but pray for rain for them, please. Jules, good to see you, sister. All right, next article that we have here. Let's see. Let's keep it. Should we keep it close to home for now? Why not? Let's do this one. Did you guys hear about the Tesla takedown protest that went on today? I didn't hear about them. I'm just now hearing about them. And apparently there was over 200 of these protests today. Very interesting. Very interesting. So today was a global day of action against Elon Musk's role with Doge. This is a CNN article. Here you go. I will copy and paste this thing right here for you guys to check out. Ohio Valley Prepping. I am with Rural 2 IC tonight. It's a pre-recorded interview that we did, and he's releasing it this evening. He's going to premiere it so we can all go hang out in the chat together. That's at 7 p.m. tonight. So shortly after the news here is done this evening, I'm headed over to Rural 2 IC's channel, and we are going to check out the interview that I did with him. I'm excited to see it. I just recorded it. I don't even remember what we talked about. We went over so much different stuff that I'm excited to check it in. East Coast time, healthier living. Sorry about that. Modern Refugee, good to see you, brother. So yeah, apparently there was hundreds of Tesla takedown demonstrations taking place today in the United States, Canada, and Europe as activists ramp up their opposition to CEO Elon Musk's effort to slash federal government staffing and budgets. Now, I got some other news for you that relates to Mr. Musk here. I believe this is it. This article right here is from the Economic Times. I will copy and paste this one for you guys right in the chat. Oh, come on. It doesn't want to work. All right, I'll have to shorten this one down a little bit. This one's a little on the long side. Bam. There you go. Economic Times. So, Elon Musk states, I'm almost done with Doge. And he does reveal a date that he will quit Washington, D.C. That's what this article goes on to state. It says, tech billionaire Elon Musk has revealed a date he plans to ditch the U.S. President Donald Trump and leave Washington, D.C. after his Doge purge of federal departments. Tesla's CEO sat down with key members of his Doge team to discuss his work the team has carried out for the first few months of the Trump administration. So what they go on to say in this article is that his time is up in 130 days after he started, right? So he is classified as a special government employee. That gives him 130 days employed with the federal government. So unless they redo something with him, it's looking like his stuff will be over here in May. Judy Prepper, good to see you. Enjoy your break. This is very interesting. I didn't know that there was a 130-day cap on this. But they say that he'll reach about $1 trillion in savings for the U.S. federal government before he steps away from Doge. All right, so we are done with that article. And we are on to, let's see, did we finish that guy? Yes. More crazy World War III news, guys. Irish households. Shout out to Jay Creature. Thank you so much for sending me this article, my friend. This is from the Irish Mirror. And I will copy and paste this guy. Bam. And shorten it, of course, because every link is way too long for a YouTube chat. Kablamo. Let's go. There you go. Hey, Steve M. Homesteading's the way to be, man. Welcome to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Thank you for being here. And again, this article is from the Irish Mirror. Irish households are told to stockpile 72 hours worth of supplies and prepare for disaster. Telling you, man, one by one, every nation in Europe is telling their citizens to prepare for something. And it seems that they're all coming out with this like sense of urgency about it, right? It's not just the run of the mill, hey man, maybe you guys should have some supplies. This is more like, hey, we could have a war. You guys should be ready. That takes it to another level for me. Stephen Carroll, good to see you, brother. Thank you for stopping in. Sandy, welcome. Kane Corso, good to see you. So, as concerns over global instability grow, the European Union is urging Irish citizens to start stockpiling essentials like food, water, and medicine in preparation for any crisis. With the rise of threats including war, cyber attacks, climate change, and disease, the EU has stressed the need to have at least 72 hours worth of supplies to help navigate any unforeseen emergency. This warning comes as Europe is facing mounting challenges from ongoing tensions with Russia to the lasting impacts of the COVID pandemic. NATO Secretary Mark Rutte said recently that Russia could be capable of launching another attack in Europe by 2030. Wow. The call to action was made last night for all 450 million citizens across the EU 27 member states, including Ireland. Preparedness and Crisis Management Commissioner, I cannot even say that name, Hajid Lahabid, unveiled a new strategy for dealing with future disasters today. Today, threats facing Europe are more complex than ever, and they're all interconnected. While not wanting to sound alarmist, she said it's important to make sure people have essential supplies for at least 72 hours in a crisis. And that is the Irish Mirror. Tigress, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. And another one from the Economic Times. I'll copy and paste this guy right here into the chat for everybody. Uh-oh. I'll have to shrink it down a little bit. Kalamo. There you go. This one is about the European Union telling everybody to stockpile enough food and water for 72 hours. Fresh guidance issued on Wednesday. The Commission stressed that the need for Europe to shift its mindset to fostering a culture of preparedness and resilience. Very interesting. And this is all, man, they're getting ready for World War III on the other side of the pond. And a lot of Americans think that, that only happens over there. That only happens in Europe. It only happens in Russia. These kind of things only happen in China or South America. They don't happen here in America. And so far we've been lucky and they haven't. However, we need to prepare here like these things are a possibility. Not just, a small conflict, large conflict here on U.S. soil. Frankly, I think the rest of the nations of the world are tired of fighting these wars in their own backyard, and I think they would love nothing more than to bring those wars home here to the U.S. Billy, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Wisconsin Farm Boy. Man, every day it's just another article telling people to prepare, telling people to get ready for a potential war, right? Are we talking about geopolitics? Not so much. I mean, it all kind of hinges on that. But it's not really, it's more the preparedness. What they're saying is we're fitting to have a war. You guys need to get ready. So I think it's time, man. I think it's time to stop tiptoeing around the elephant in the room that is World War III and get prepared now, because when this happens is not the time. I'll tell you that right now. Everything will be in extremely short supply. And I promise you, the prices now are going to be much cheaper than they will be during a crisis, that's for sure. And our next article is about the 7.7 magnitude earthquake that struck Myanmar. Terrible, man. Terrible. And it goes to show that disasters happen, and preparedness is just a little bit of insurance against that. Just a little bit. So, the rescuers are desperately searching for survivors in Myanmar after the largest earthquake in more than a century flattened buildings. More than 1,600 people are dead, authorities say. The USGS estimated that the death toll could top 10,000. The first foreign aid has arrived in Myanmar. It's terrible. A Chinese team arrived in the country on Saturday morning, according to state media, while India has sent a rescue medical team along with urgent aid. Myanmar, one of Asia's poorest nations, still reeling from a civil war sparked by a 2021 military coup, weakened infrastructure makes it ill-equipped to deal with a major natural disaster. Aid groups have said communication blackouts and damaged roads are making it challenging to reach people who need help. Yeah, metal. 7.7 is a big quake. That is a monster quake. And be on the lookout, man. The sun's been spitting solar flares left and right. Those kind of things can trigger big earthquakes like this. It's been known to happen in the past, and sunspots are turning to face Earth right now. So we're in the crosshairs of all that nonsense. Keep your eyes out for aurora borealis when those come around, too. Pretty cool. We even get to see it here in the People's Republic of New Yorkistan from time to time. But more terrible news coming out of Myanmar. These countries over there that experienced this earthquake are devastated, and it's terrible, man. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And that's just one of the countries that's affected by this earthquake. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Wildfires, mega quakes, World War III, all of this stuff. Preparedness, preparedness, preparedness. Suze has been through a 6.0 before. Wow. Wow. Deanna Walters, good to see you. Steve M., thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'll have to check the submittals and get in there and invite you into the group. Super important that you guys start preparing if you're not already. If you are, make sure you're checking your stock, you're rotating your stuff. Make sure you talk with your family and you have plans in case something actually happens, right? Because most of the time what we get is talk about this war and all this stuff. And occasionally it actually happens. So we can expect a summer of love. Yeah, Aaron, maybe. Totally maybe. The news said that they upgraded it to an 8.2. Wow, Cold War prepper. That's scary, man. Holy cow. That's definitely mega quake right there. My God. You know, I watched some video yesterday of they had a skyscraper over there that was under construction, and it, like a house of cards, man, just fell to the ground. Big pile of dust. This was a huge skyscraper with a crane on top of it. Oy. Watchmen, yeah, I do remember when Turkey had that big quake. Healthier living, yeah, it is super, super sad. There's a lot of people affected, and in a country like that where, you know, everything's kind of destroyed already from a civil war, getting help to people is a challenge, to say the least. So, yeah, my heart goes out to everybody over there, man. It's devastating, truly devastating. Oh, let's see. What else do we have? for the news here. We're just going to dive in head first. Oh, another near miss at an airport. That ain't good. What's going on with all the aircraft, man? It's crazy. Well. What? It says Rochester tops the list as the best pizza city in the U.S. My brother in Christ. Have you been to Brooklyn? Oh, this one is from Syracuse.com. This one says more than 300 people gathered in the town on Saturday, braving the cold to to protest Elon Musk. Shannon says some sort of interference with what? The stream here? They do that all the time to me. They love to do that. Throttle it up, throttle it down. Throttle it up, throttle it down. Oh, the planes. Shannon, totally could be, man. Absolutely, totally could be. I don't know if somebody's jamming something or air traffic controllers are just really shitty at their jobs. Maybe malfunctioning equipment inside the aircraft. I don't know, but it damn sure ain't good. Damn sure ain't good. They need to figure that stuff out. I mean, just a couple months ago, these things were just falling out of the sky. Jasswinder, good to see you. The Watchman, yeah. Yeah, be on the lookout for severe weather in your neck of the woods. It seems that the severe weather gets a little more severe year after year. Donald A. Truth is down there sweating in Florida already. Roddy Hood, good to see you. Yeah, the weather has been incredible. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods tonight? We are currently sitting at 37 degrees here in the People's Republic of New Yorkistan. Cold, brutal, rain, ice storms in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. You stay safe up there, Deanna. Elon sold X to one of his other companies this morning. No kidding, Cold War prepper. Thanks, Jasswinder. Appreciate it. 78. That's incredible. 77 in Ohio. Sandy's got 80 today. Wow. 53. Rainy and windy, says Chance Paladin. Aaron says, try not to get worked up. If you notice, there's a lot more going on in the news than normal, all by design to keep you distracted. Wow. 85 in Minnesota yesterday, 34 right now, says Kane Corso. 62 in sunny, says Suze. Eric, N1RV. Good to see you, brother. Milo says 70s in the Cayuga Valley. Donald says it hit 85 degrees. 85 in Austin, too. 73 and cloudy in Eric M1RV's neck of the wood. Ice is bad. 2 inches of hail last night. Power's out everywhere. Good golly, Michigan outpost. You stay safe, brother. I hope everybody's got backup power up there. Jeremy, good to see you. Coffee, what's up? Jules says it's cold in Canada. I have no doubt. Cold in Canada. Donald's got his AC on. Jules is freezing. Tigress says 48. Bad southwest windstorm coming in next week. Ugh. Southwest Utah, 6,000 feet. Good lordy, you're up there. Are we getting storms in the southeast? Not sure, Shannon James. Not sure. I hope North Carolina sees some rain, man. Those guys really need it. Oh, that's awesome, Moon Sprouts. You get to go swimming down in Texas. 83 here yesterday, not today, says Wisconsin Farm Boy. Wow. XMYC, good to see you, brother. Deanna's a crazy weather last night. Rain, thunder, lightning, and sleet. Wow. That's nasty. Yes, the ice storms are the worst, man. There's actually a scale that they made for ice damage. Yardbird says it's 80 degrees. I don't know what the temp is outside. Keep it warm in the house, Yardbirds. Yeah, and when this stream is over, as always, I will take these articles and link them in the comments section as soon as YouTube puts this video up. They have a tendency of leaving this thing in a box for a while. I don't know what it is. You know, fiber optic internet. It should upload as soon as it goes, but thanks, Yardbirds. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Well, I suppose that's it for me, guys. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Blackbird, good to see you. The Rural Report, 7 o'clock, premieres a video with, well, me. I'll be there in the chat, chatting it up with whoever stops by. Really appreciate it if you'd stop over there and check it out. That's the Rural Report. Looks just like this if you're looking, except it's not backwards, right? It's not backward. My banner's backwards too. It's because YouTube sucks and they don't know how to mirror things. My camera does, but YouTube apparently they don't like to do that. They don't like to do that. But stop over and check it out. I appreciate it. I'll bring my snoring Labrador with me. There she is. Yep. Snorador. Cutting wood. Appreciate it, guys. Stay safe. Keep prepping, please. 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 Go practice with your survival gear. You're going to bet your life on it. Better damn well know it works. Thanks for stopping by. Hudson Valley Prepping Survival. We'll catch you on the next one.